In a small, freezing house on a remote Scottish island, a thin, pale man sits at a wooden desk. He can barely breathe. Tuberculosis is eating away at his lungs. But he keeps typing. Every cough splatters blood onto the paper. Yet he refuses to stop, because he knows this will be his final book, a warning to the world. That man is George Orwell, and the book is 1984. George Orwell was born Eric Arthur Blair in 1903 in British India. His family wasn't rich, but they pretended to be. He grew up feeling like an outsider, too poor to belong to the upper class, too different to fit anywhere else. From a young age, he hated authority, strict schools, and the idea of people being controlled. Seeds of rebellion were already growing. At 19, Orwell joined the Indian Imperial Police in Burma. It was a job built on oppression, and he hated himself for it. He quit, threw away his career, and decided to become a writer. But no one cared. Orwell spent years living in poverty. He washed dishes in Paris hotels. He slept on the streets of London. He wore ragged clothes and wrote by candlelight, freezing in cheap rooms. He didn't just write about the poor. He lived with them. During the Spanish Civil War, he fought against fascism, was shot in the throat, and barely survived. Then he watched both sides, left and right, spread propaganda and lies. This was the moment that shaped him. He realized people can be controlled not with weapons, but with words and fear. Orwell turned his life into fuel for his writing. First came Animal Farm, a simple fable hiding a dangerous truth about dictatorships. Publishers rejected it because they didn't want to offend the Soviet Union. But when it was finally released, it became a sensation. Then, with his health collapsing, Orwell isolated himself on the island of Jura. Here, surrounded by storms and silence, he wrote 1984. He was dying. Every chapter cost him pain. He was typed in bed. He coughed blood on the keys. But he kept going because he believed the world needed this warning. A future where governments watch everything, where truth is rewritten, where people lose their minds without realizing it. Shortly after finishing 1984, Orwell was taken to a hospital in London. He never recovered. He died in 1950 at the age of 46, young, unknown, and believing he had failed. But he didn't fail. 1984 became one of the most important books of the 20th century. Words like Big Brother, thought crime, and doublethink became part of modern language. Orwell didn't just write a novel, he predicted the world we live in today. Surveillance cameras, government lies, media manipulation, and the battle over truth itself. George Orwell spent his life fighting against lies and died trying to tell the truth. His warning still echoes. In a time of universal deceit, telling the truth is a revolutionary act.